that we've missed? I'll ask that at the end. Last one, Universal title match. Goldberg against, for right now, Roman Reigns. Apparently it's going to play out in a unique way, how Roman Reigns is off WrestleMania. What are your thoughts on this whole thing?
I have very simple thoughts. Bill Goldberg wrestling in an empty arena is honestly, for me, is about as good as it gets. And all I'm looking for and all I'm listening in for is if he's actually going to headbutt a door before he goes out to have an empty arena match. Because if he does, honestly, I think we've got to start looking at this man in a different light, to be honest. Because we already know he's a wild man. But this setting with him at this age is just, for me, it's perfection. So I'm excited for whatever comes of it. And obviously, we're not going to get into who it is, but just awesomeness awaits, I feel.
Do you think he'll have the security like accompanying him? I
See what
mean,
I'm saying?
that's what I
Just,
want. I want him. They go to his trailer because I guess they don't have locker rooms in the performance center, or maybe he's at one of like the NXT lockers. You see like Matt Riddle's name. He's chilling in front of Matt Riddle's locker at the performance center, and they just go up to him and be like, "Hey, let's go," and he headbutts Matt Riddle's locker. That's what you do right there. And then
yeah.
and then Goldberg walks out. He's still flanked by five security guards. Can't be more than five, maybe four, in compliance with the shelter in place order. And he comes out there, and then Matt Riddle shows up. He's like, "Bro, you destroyed my locker," and that's who the replacement is. I just booked it all right there.
Yeah, that was pretty solid. I do like the standout for me was him headbutting anything though. The idea that Goldberg, like you're wrestling Goldberg and you put together a match, and as you walk away from him, you know that if he headbutts that door incorrectly, everything you've just put together is erased. I honestly think is one of the most incredible faults in the history of professional wrestling. I just look, I totally get it. Everyone has correct, adequate criticisms of the fact that Goldberg is in fact our WWE Universal, right? Universal Champion. However, it is hilarious to me. And if it was hilarious before, Jeremy, in an empty arena, it is borderline kind of like perfection. I can't top it, I don't think. So I'm all in on this. And I'm all in on whatever they make of it. I don't know if you get a replacement and then you beat Goldberg. That sounds even funnier to me. I don't think you would do that. So then it means, like, who are you sending to die at Goldberg's hands? We'll find out on WrestleMania. So it's just wonderful. What a wonderful mess this is set to be. And I assume this is Sunday's headliner. Did we get told that, or did we not?
No,
Have I
this
made that
this will
up?
be Saturday. I think this will because
Oh,
Sunday's headliner is definitely Drew and Brock. I
oh,
would
that's right.
think.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I forgot. I thought that was the one they announced, but this hasn't even got a full match yet, so probably not. So, yeah, it's a weird one.
Do you think R Truth will be the opponent?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I don't, you know what, honestly, I was going to go on a tangent there, but R-Truth, bless him, I'm pretty sure he won the 24/7 title back a couple of weeks ago.
I have
And I,
no idea who that champion is right now.
and I honestly thought, like, this was going to be the time they kicked that into overdrive and hit the whole of Raw is just him and the 24/7 title. And before you'd said his name, no, I hadn't thought of him in weeks. So I did like when on that Saudi Arabia show we reviewed, though, for Fightful, where he became like a top babyface for about 35 minutes. R-Truth could be the guy. Maybe R-Truth's the future of the business, right?
I
Why not?
I mean, you said send somebody out there to lose to Goldberg. You could easily just send R Truth out there, get speared. People are like, oh, maybe he can jackhammer R Truth. I don't know. Maybe you got to send somebody smaller out there, but R Truth is the perfect guy you could just throw out there and hey, you just beat this guy and he doesn't lose anything by it. He's R Truth. R Truth is gonna come out there. He's gonna be like, "It's great to be here in front of 100,000 fans here at Raymond James Stadium and WrestleMania." Like he could just do this whole thing, get a couple laughs. Goldberg beats him, and Goldberg's the biggest heel in the business.
So have you given up on the Hogan theory?
Oh, that's still my favorite theory is that it's Hogan.
Okay.
But R Truth is my backup theory. And Matt Riddle is my very distant dream that's never going to happen.
What about Tamina?
She's gonna can she be the SmackDown Women's Champion and the
Yeah.
WWE Universal Champion? Okay.
I think there's an argument you unify at this point, to be honest. I really do think that Tamina coming out as double champ is the kind of moment that changes the way this WrestleMania is remembered, right? That's the kind of thing that can make us forget about the empty seats and all that business. So that's my pitch. That's the way it is to me.
Nia Jax could shoot on Goldberg, and I don't think Goldberg would fare too well in that.
Nia Jax is actually a amazing idea in so many ways that I can't even like. Him doing an open challenge at WrestleMania that Nia Jax answers is just that tops just Bill in an empty arena. Bill versus Nia in an empty arena that's the best of it. That's just don't get no better.
I mean, Nia wrestled men last year, so at least that's already been established that she can just wrestle the men.
Yeah, that was an interesting moment, right? That was Nia Jax. I feel like I haven't seen her on TV in a very long time. It has been a long time. I'm not imagining that, right?
It's been since WrestleMania 35, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that Tamina tag team was really on fire too. It's a shame we got taken from us. Look, the Goldberg thing's weird. There's obviously elements of this that we could talk about, but it's only fair we just let them do this mess on TV and then pick up the pieces, right? That's just the way it is.
No, give me your wackiest. How do they get Roman out of this match?
How do they get Roman out of this match?
Triple H said it's going to happen in a unique way. I don't know what that means, but
that probably means Triple H is going to pedigree him outside the arena and set up next year's WrestleMania main event. That's what I think that means. I don't know. Imagine they use like real star power to take him out of it. Imagine The Rock attacked him.
Oh.
Offset vignette of The Rock beating up Roman Reigns. And
like
they set up a match that isn't on Mania. That'd be amazing.
They throw it back to the Hobbs and Shaw taping where apparently Roman Reigns hurt one of the camera guys and now The Rock is out for revenge. It's a real story.
Oh, now I'm starting to see it come together.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, Nia Jax taking out Roman will be pretty impressive. That'd be a way to go, right? That'd be interesting. I think I can imagine what it's going to be, but how good or bad it will be. What's interesting to me is how Goldberg reacts to it. Like, is Goldberg going to be fighting someone this weekend, like in hopes to avenge Roman, or is Goldberg just going to beat Roman up before the weekend and that's that? We move on. I have no clue.
Here's how it's going to play out. All right, you ready for this? Just came up with this right now. There's no thought into this. Triple H is going to go to Roman, or Roman's going to go to Triple H. I haven't figured that part out yet. But they're going to have a conversation somehow. And Triple H is going to be like, you ready to do this, Roman? And Roman's going to be like, I'm not sure, boss. And Triple H is going to be like, well, what's wrong? And Roman's going to be like, I don't know if I'm in any condition to put smiles on people's faces. And Triple H is going to say, well, you got to go out there and put smiles on faces. And Roman's like, I don't know if I can do that right now. It doesn't feel like the time. Triple H would be like, well, we can't have you perform. We only want people that are going to put smiles on faces. And that's how Roman gets pulled out of the match. He's not ready to put smiles on face. Roman has lost the smiles for the fans.
Wow. That would be a hell of a promo. I think I like your direction, but I think it should actually just end with, as soon as he says, I'm not sure I can put smiles on faces, pedigree immediately.
Okay,
I think that's
how
he would react to such
right.
an awful fault. What if he gets lost in the Firefly Funhouse? What if he gets lost in there somehow? He's on the road. He's going to WrestleMania with Cena, and Cena stops off for his match, and Roman follows him in there. Perhaps we could do something like that, and that could set up the hot Fiend Roman feud that we were waiting for, right?
Yeah.
Ideas. See, this is how it works, Jeremy. We've got it figured out.